Did you guys ever have outdoor ed in middle school? Holy shit, that was so fire. Like, that actually might be one of my most fun 3-day stretches in middle school history. That shit felt like a month-long trip. What the fuck? I don't know if you guys ended up having outdoor ed, but I had outdoor ed in middle school, which is basically like a little day camp. It's like a little summer day camp for your whole middle school class where you guys go to this outdoor area, you learn a lot of shit, and you're basically camping. Like, you stay overnight and camp at this trip. And I kind of took it as like a, let's see how much I could get away with. You know, I came into there with the objective of getting kicked out. I was kind of like a little delinquent-ass little kid, bro. And I did a couple of very interesting things at summer day camp, and I kind of just wanted to share a couple of the stories because I haven't touched on it on this channel before. I don't even think I've ever said it on live stream. So let's get into it. Now, this outdoor education little day camp was, you know, we were out in the mountains basically, and that was cool. It was very beautiful. I loved the nature of it. But upon arrival, I quickly realized that there actually wasn't much supervision. Truly, if I didn't care about life and I really wanted to run away, that forest would have been my easiest opportunity to run away. I did sneak off a lot in outdoor ed, but it wasn't like you guys think, you know, like I was kind of just wanting to actually do the things I wanted to do because I kind of hated how linear it was. Like, we would always walk to one specific area, take one specific trail, and we're in the woods. I was like, fuck that. Like, I'm trying to get out here and explore this shit. What is that little rodent doing? And it was a 4-day trip, and I remember the first day just kind of like feeling the ropes, you know, getting to know my bunkmates. I didn't really have any bunkmates. From my school, it was 2 schools there, and I didn't have a single person from my school that I got along with. But I did have a friend from another school who we played a lot of baseball with, so I kind of hung out with him. And I spent the whole first day, you know, trying to learn the area, learn all the people, as if I was like scoping out a mission, like a fucking GTA heist. I had a couple setup missions before all of my delinquency. And the first day was cool, you know, it was chill. But the second day is when I started doing my delinquent acts. And the second day started off horrible, and I think I just took it out on everybody else in the day camp. Like, for example, right at the top of the morning, it was shower time, and this is basically my first time showering with a big group of people, you know, like I never really had locker rooms or anything like that. So my little bunk room, there was 12 of us, and it's shower time, and my counselor said he was going to turn off the lights, and we would all get undressed, put our towel on, and then he would turn the lights back on. You know, he'd make it pitch black, everyone puts their towel on, and then the lights go back on, we walk to the bathroom as a group. And the lights go off, I get my towel on, you know, I'm with my buddy Gavin, I'm pretty sure he saw my dick. I don't even really give a fuck, honestly. I was kind of just kept it pushing because I was like, whatever, like I'm 12. If you really care about what my dick looks like, that's on you. And we turn the lights back on. Everyone's got their towel on, you know, I'm looking around just to make sure, you know, no weird shit's going on. And I kind of spoke it into existence. There was a guy, I'm not gonna say his name, it starts with an F, just in case he sees this video. He later came out as gay, which makes this all a little crazy, but he was like, I'm ready, I got my towel on, and then dropped his fucking towel. This motherfucker dropped his towel in front of the other 11 of us, and we all saw his little shrimp ass dick. And this was all bad. This set off the day. I was like, wow, that guy is gay. You know, like I have nothing wrong with that. But like, come on, you just exposed your penis to the other 11 people that are with you. Like, it was disgusting. So at this point, I'm like, all right, fuck these motherfuckers. If he's doing some freaky shit like that, I'm gonna start doing some freaky ass shit. So fast forward, we do a lot of shit during the day, and it's dinner time in the cafeteria. You know, we're all eating dinner as a big old group. And there's this kid that I really just didn't like. This kid was honestly a bully, and I was never really a bully in middle school. I was very skinny. I was very frail. You know, like anyone could snap me in half like a fucking gingerbread cookie. But I would always do sneaky shit to the bullies. You know, I always like doing sneaky little shit because I couldn't face them head on. And there was this bully that was at the other table across from me. And when he got up to go get some seconds of food, because they would kind of let you get seconds until all the food for the day ran out. When he went up to go get seconds, me and my other buddy, whose name starts with an A, I'm not going to say his name either, we went to his milk carton and both hucked the fattest loogie into his milk canister. And when he sat back down, sure enough, after a couple bites of food, he went to drink out of said milk canister. And this was the greatest shit ever. Like, watching him drink from this shit and just ingest our saliva was like, it was golden. But you guys get what I'm saying. I was a little piece of shit, bro. I was a genuine piece of shit. And this day camp was a 3 strikes you're out type of program. It was 3 strikes you're out, and I didn't have any strikes as of now. But on the second night there, I got into a fist fight. I got into an altercation that I did not start. It was with a guy who just so happened to share the same name as me, another man named Jordan, who we always just kind of had a problem, and we were always both kind of hotheads. And whenever something bad would come up, it'd be like, all right, let's fight about it. You know, like, we were kind of friends because we had a mutual friend, my buddy Elijah, shout out Elijah. We had a mutual friend, so we kind of had to hang out with each other a lot, but we both kind of hated each other's guts, you know, and we shared the same name. So I think it was like I'm a better Jordan than you type of thing. So me and him kind of got into a fight, and it was kind of like a pushing fight. It wasn't really like a square up fist fight. It was kind of like pushing and shoving. And this was 2 strikes. A fight was 2 strikes. So my dumbass on the second night, I still have 2 full days of trying to be a delinquent, I just used up 2 of my 3 freebies. And I'm like, fuck, like this is all bad, you know? So now I'm kind of on thin ice already on the second night. And I was fucking pissed. I was honestly livid. Like I was really pissed off. I felt like my whole experience got ruined, essentially. And at this point, I was kind of crashing out because the fight wasn't my fault. Like none of the fight was my fault. He instigated it. He started it. I kind of just squared up with him. So I decided, you know what? Fuck this. I want to go home. I miss my Xbox and this is bullshit anyway. I'm not having fun here. So I decided to climb a ladder that went on top of the cafeteria at this outdoor ed place and piss off of the top of the cafeteria onto the people below me. Yes, I'm not lying. I pissed off of the cafeteria. I straight up whipped my shit out and started going like this. I pissed everywhere, all over the floor. And there was a couple students below me and they were like, ew, ew, oh my God. Like I pissed on the floor below me. I think I was also acting out because I had none of my friends with me. So I was like, fuck this. I'm gonna go home. Like I got the most unluckiest bunk mates. They're all fucking stupid. I just wanted to go home. So I pissed off of the cafeteria. And the craziest part about this is I didn't get in trouble. No camp counselor saw this. It was night out and none of the kids that I pissed on even snitched on me. It was actually insane. Like I don't know who I thought I was at the time to be able to get away with some shit like that. But I was like, whatever. I woke up on the 3rd day and I decided, you know what? I should try to at least be a little better and have fun on this trip. So then I was kind of focusing on like the point of being there. And the point of being there was the girls. Like there was girls everywhere. We are away from home with girls from 2 different schools. And I was like, oh my God, there's girls everywhere. And none of us are going to remember any of this when we get back home. So I have 48 hours to get with as many girls as I possibly can. And newsflash, I didn't kiss a single girl. I pulled nothing off. But I was risen. I was getting in there risen. I was talking to all types of girls, spitting hella game. This is like right before I got my acne, so I was low-key still kind of cute. And I was making some moves on this girl whose name starts with an N, but we're not going to say her name. And I'm making a lot of moves on this girl, and this girl's definitely feeling me. And she was kind of giving me the same vibes of like, it's not going to matter after 2 days anyway. But this girl went to my school, so this was a high-risk riz. You know, this girl was feeling me, and on the 3rd night, there was a night trail. You know, we were kind of on a night trail, and it was actually really fun. Our camp counselors were telling spooky stories and, you know, the history of the camp and all that. But I'm looking at this girl and she's looking at me and we're both looking at each other like, let's get the fuck out of here. But I'm too pussy. I'm honestly too pussy. At this point, I had never kissed a girl in my life. Like never even really touched a girl, honestly. So in my head, I'm kind of like, it's going to take this girl literally grabbing my hand and just pulling me towards her to do anything with her. And I was a pussy. Like I was trying to save myself from marriage and shit at the time. But then I literally spoke it into existence. She grabbed my hand and we veered off the path. We kind of slowed our walking speed until we were at the back of the group, and then we just cut a left and got away from everybody. And now it's me and this girl. We're just alone in the woods together. We're kind of walking on a separate trail, but we're alone in the woods. It's pitch black, and I'm low-key petrified. And I can't tell this girl that I'm a fucking pussy, or else she's probably gonna go dump me for some football player. So I'm like, you know, I'm telling her it's spooky, but I'm a protector, and all this type of shit, where if a bear came out of these woods, I am pushing this little bitch to the ground and running away. I am a fucking coward. And, you know, we're kind of like pretending to hold hands and shit like that. We're doing some cute little shit, but not really. And then, you know, 15-20 minutes goes by. We didn't really go too far. We're kind of like sitting down, just talking at this point, you know, chopping it up. I'm basically just it's some calm little riz. And then we start hearing our names being called out, you know, from the wood. They start saying Jordan and then her name. And I'm like, oh, fuck. Like, this is it. I'm kicked out of camp. And I just got this girl kicked out of camp. And I'm pretty chill about it. Like, I'm like, all right, you know, I kind of arrest myself. I kind of put my hands behind my back and I'm like, all right, this is it. You know, like GG's. We just got caught up. It's over. It's fucked. But this girl, I didn't know at the time, she was like very much a goody two shoes and had like a 4.0 GPA, and she starts hyperventilating and she's like passing out basically. Like in my arms, she is passing out. And I'm like, God fucking damn it. Like, not only did I not even kiss this girl, now she's gonna die in front of me and people are gonna think I fucking murdered this girl. So she's like, like literally not breathing, like passing out in front of me. Like her eyes are closing. She's going in and out of consciousness. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? So I'm like freaking out. I have no medical anything. Like, I'm not good in these type of situations. I've always considered myself like a natural leader, but I'm not fucking saving lives out here. But this girl needed her life saving. So I'm kind of calming her down. I'm like, I'm telling her like, it's okay. I'm going to tell them it was all me. You know, I'm going to tell them that I forced you to come out here and I'm going to get kicked out of camp and you're going to be good. Like, don't worry. And it's slowly starting to work. You know, a couple of minutes go by and their voices are getting closer and closer. And I'm like, we're here. We're over here. And the camp counselor looks so fucking disappointed in me. And all the other kids are kind of like, wow, like, why'd you guys do that? You know? And my excuse was basically like, we got lost, you know, we were lost in our conversation education. And before we knew it, you guys were gone, you know, and we kind of were just like, it's okay, they'll come find us. I don't want to get lost, so we'll stay put. And somehow, miraculously, this shit worked. Shout out to my camp counselor. He didn't snitch on my bitch ass. Like, I was good. I was good to go. And we got back with the group, and they gave us 1 strike each. You know, they gave us a strike each. But for me, that was my 3rd strike, you know, and it was her 1st strike. So I was kind of like, and my camp counselor told me, he was like, all right, if you do anything else like this, I have to tell them, and you're kicked out. So I fucking behaved myself the rest of the trip, because I was like, you know what? It actually started to get pretty fun, and we started learning a lot of shit, and we got like more play time to go play basketball and shit. So I was like, all right, you know, like I'll bitch up and start behaving and acting normal. And that was basically it. You know, I spit in some milk, I pissed off of a cafeteria, I got in a fight, and I fucking lured a girl to the woods. That's not the right way of saying that, but it was really fun, honestly. And I was thinking about it this past weekend. Like, it was a crazy ass weekend that I've never told the story about. So yeah, that is my experience at outdoor ed. Let me know if you guys have any crazy stories about from when you guys were in outdoor education, if you had went in middle school. I'm very curious to know, because I had a pretty crazy experience with a lot of stories to tell that came out of it. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys today, and I will see you guys when I see you guys later.